We thank God today, the 4th of January 2026, as the whole worldwide is celebrating the World Braille Day. What we refer to Braille is an invoice that is being provided for persons with visual impairment. And these persons with visual impairments are generally known as blind. And this means or method or the invoice is a way by which visually impaired communicates others in terms of writing. You know, when someone that has sight can read prints, can write with pen or some other means by which they can write. But as for persons with visual impairment, we do communicate others. When we want to write, we write in Braille. And Braille is a raised dot that is being used. There are some materials we use in writing this. There is one material that is being called Braille machine. And other means is Marburg. That's Marburg. Those of us that are educated in the like 80s, 70s, 60s will know what is being called slate. We do use chalk to write on that slate then. So this Marburg is in form. I'm so sorry that I'm not having it with me here. So, but the stylus is with me. The stylus is what we use to chook that Marburg. We'll have placed a paper called Braille sheet. Yes, inside that Marburg, it is into something that we need to open it and place that your Marburg. Place that your paper inside. And as a result of that, we use this stylus to chook it. And that Marburg is, there are some cells that comprises that Marburg. In each of the cells, there are some dots, which is called 6 dots in each cell. And we have several, like 30 or more than that, in one row of the Marburg. So in each cell, we have 6 dots. And those 6 dots has meaning, like dot 1. So dot 1 stands for A, dot 1 and 2 stand for B, and so on like that to Z, which we use those letters or those cells that comprises of each letter. So from there we write our words to compose sentences and letters and as many things that we want to write. So, and that's the benefit which I had through this Braille. Even though I was not born blind, my impairment set in 24, 25. Both eyes, I lose both sides. It started 24 and just gone like that in 2025. But it was 2009. Sorry for that 2025. It was 2004 and 2005. That's 2004, 20 and 2005. But 2009, I was opportune to be in Federal College of Education Special Oyo for my rehabilitation, where I've been taught, and I was being taught this Braille reading and writing through my organs then. Even though I was like, hey, when I was being given that Braille, in order to be taught how to read A to Z and 1, 2, 3, when I was being given then, I started crying. And people were asking, why am I crying? Because I could remember that 1998 when I was in secondary school, Aidade Grammar School in Osun State. Then, that Aidade Grammar School is in Ikire, Osun State. I could discover that there was one of my teachers then that do come to class. The name is Mr. Alani. He was visually impaired. He do come to class with that Braille. I never knew what was in his hand then. I would just sneak as if I was sneaking. Maybe he was seeing me or not. I couldn't know because I thought he was pretending. That how will someone come to the class teaching us and he said he was unable to see, and would take that thing on his lap, just using his hand to trace that thing. I will now sneak out and see what was reading to us. He was teaching us English then, the aspect of grammar. I would just sneak out in the midst of my colleagues then. But what I would see was that I was unable to see anything that was written. I would just see someone as if one put gari on the paper or using just a nail to dot something. I couldn't read it. But 2000, that was 1998. But 2009, when I now saw that same thing was being done to me, that now caused me to be crying. Meaning that I personally will read this thing. But thank God today that